wood bullet.
Like a double bit?
Yes, I do.
Good morning, friends. So before you get into this video, it's a little different than what we're used to. It just is. But I'm a real person. I talk about real situations in life. But I will tell you this. This is about issues that maybe some of you aren't ready to look at. Maybe some of you are. Maybe this will help somebody. This has been a long journey, friends, for me, okay? And I know that I'm not alone here. I already know it. And I don't care. I don't care what people think of me, and I haven't for many years. But I will tell you this. This video is concerning abandonment issues, kids. There's lots of stuff. But it's a healing video. It's a healing video. So if you're mad at somebody, at a family member, or if you come from a broken home, and you've got issues with your parents, one or the other, friends, somebody's got to take the high road. Somebody's got to take the high road. So I chose that. And these are some things that helped me along the way. This is a video that's a little different for this channel, but I'm putting it out there. I love you, friends. I hope you enjoy. Good morning, friends. Just heading down to Dad's again. I got some axes in the back there. He's got a load of that firewood that we got up here, and I want to give him a hand with it. Hi, babe. You know, friends, I was thinking, I want to, it's a little different than what we've been doing recently, and that it's summer. As a lot of yous know, I was raised by my mother. My dad, who you'll see today, was not in my life. For him and my mom split up when I was 2. I don't remember him. I don't remember my dad. I didn't have a dad. That's how I grew up without a dad. Friends, I want to interject for just a sec building this video. I do not want to discredit my stepdad, Ken Pedley. Ken Lockhart, we love you. You were more of a father to me than my own dad was in those years, and years after, to be honest with you. So friends, when I say that I didn't have a father, I didn't have my father, my biological father. We lived with Ken. Some of you know who I'm talking about. You've met him. For 7 years. My mom was with him for 7 years. And we lived down on Boat Harbor, down here on the water. And Ken gave us a home and fathered us for 7 years and gave us a place. So Ken, I don't want to discredit that at all. You were more of a dad to me than my own dad for those years. So, and I got a lot of gratitude for you, and you're a good friend. Basically, I had a dad. Of course I had a dad. He's right there. We're going to see him today. But I saw the man, I think, about once a year, sometimes not even. We would try and see him at Christmas and whatever. It was just the way it was. My mother raised me, and she did one heck of a job. And I didn't realize, I thought I had myself fooled through the years that I wasn't hurt, mad, abandoned. But I was. And that was probably, actually not probably, it was guaranteed the biggest by far issue in my life was that. dealing with that. I went down a very destructive road for many years. I went down a real bad road, drugs and alcohol. It almost took me out. You know all this. You guys know all this, but I'm wondering. It took a lot to understand, to forgive, basically to forgive my dad. I didn't think I was angry, but I was extremely angry, and I didn't realize it until I started talking about it when I sobered up. I was 27, and yeah, I'm 52 now. So, but I was mad, but it wasn't. You're not just angry. Remember that, friends. You're not just angry. It comes from somewhere. Anger is secondary. You can't just be, hey, I'm angry. It has to come from somewhere, even if you don't know where it comes from, until you take a moment or have people in your life that come to you and say, hey, bud, right? Yeah. So, I was very angry, hurt, abandoned, and it took a while. It took a long while, and even after, because he's so what happened? How I was able to make it easier for myself because it wasn't bothering him. Yeah, right? Resentment is the poison you take, hoping the other's gonna die, so to speak. Not hoping he's gonna die, but it's an old saying, right? Resentment is the poison you take. And it is poison. It was poison, resentment. But I was hurt. Oh, I was hurt. I was like, and it was justified, right? Like, the justified anger's the worst. It's the worst, because you're right. Justifiable anger is the worst. So I was like, well, we were freaking poor. There you were down the road. You had money. Where were you? Where were you, Pops? Come on. You abandoned us, basically, is where I was at with it. Which wasn't far from the truth. That's what happened, but it doesn't matter. So anyways, what happened for me, how I was able to come to terms with it, if you're interested, maybe you've got a similar scenario. Do you know what helped me? I needed to seek to understand him in order to forgive and to make my life easier. Because I didn't want to be angry anymore. Oh, there's a deer. Lots of deer. There's even a deer sign right there. So I read a thing somewhere, and it said, seek to understand instead of be understood, which is why me? What about me? Nobody understands me. You don't understand why, right? You know what I'm saying? So instead of that, you seek to understand or seek to love rather than to be loved. Because I know I'm already loved. I know that. I know it now. So I needed to seek to understand him. Where did he come from? What was his relationship with his dad like? And what are his capacities for emotion? Did it matter to him? Was it just water under the bridge to him? Yes, it was. But to me, it was not. I was hurt. I was damn hurt. Darn hurt. Excuse me. I was darn hurt from abandonment, right? And what happens to kids, and you may not know this, and you may know it, What happens, and this is why this is really close to my heart, because what happens to kids, young kids, when their parents break up and one of the parents doesn't come around, they take on a complex. They think there's something wrong with them. They do. They do. They think it's their fault. They think they're dirty or something's the matter with them. Why don't you like me? Where's my dad? Why? You don't know what's going on. You don't know he's got a wife, his new wife, harping on him and saying, you know, like, you know, you can't go and see those kids. You stay away from those kids and that ex-wife of yours. You don't know any of that. Not that it matters, because it shouldn't. That's why I don't have respect for Dad in that aspect. He probably knows it. If he doesn't, he's gonna when he watches this. We're beyond it now. We're beyond it. So I'm just, are you mad at your dad or your mom? Are you? And are you abandoned like I felt? Right? Because it is what it is. You either were or you weren't. But the thing that's important is that kids, I was a kid, right? I grew up without a dad, so that was really, really screwy on me. I felt different my whole childhood. You know, my buddies said, what are you doing this week? Oh, I'm going fishing with my dad. Ooh, you know, ouch. I didn't know it at the time. I pretended it didn't bother me. Because why would I say, oh, that sucks, well, I wish I had a dad. No, you go, oh yeah, right on. Well, whatever, I'll just, you know, and you carry on because it's a defense mechanism. The human being, that's what we do. That's what we do. We're strong. So, I'm going to my dad's right now to split firewood with him. He don't know I done this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He knows what he did. And he's doing his best to be there now. And that's his way of doing it. But if I hadn't seeked to understand him, I wouldn't have known this, and I'd still be freaking angry. You see what I'm saying? So, get over yourself. Seek to understand instead of be understood. Seek to love. It's the step 11 prayer. It's a St. Francis prayer is what it is. It helped the heck out of me. Friends, it did. It helped me. So if you're mad at your dad or your mom, or someone that you feel's done you wrong, like he done me wrong. I felt he done me wrong, and it was justifiable. You see? So here he is here, playing around with his wood piles, and I will help him out. Right? Who's this character now? Alright. Well, he doesn't got much left there. So, seek to understand. Right? You know, I'm not going to go to my grave mad at my dad. No, I'm not. It was the biggest ordeal in my entire life dealing with that crap. What are you doing here? Looks like you got a bit done.
I did that. I got a little bit done, yeah.
What's this? Oh,
Yeah, I know he just came down here.
he just came down here now?
Yeah, maybe I can go there.
Yeah. So you're using that
I am, yes.
that maul of yours?
It's quite effective.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I know they are. Those heavy mauls work good. And this is interesting wood.
There is a bit of cedar in here, I noticed.
There is.
The odd.
There is, and there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Good. Yeah, and the chopping block is the way to go, isn't it?
It helps, yeah.
It's solid.
A little more solid, yeah.
It's a little solider.
Now see that? It should split with one stroke
You think so?
because I don't see any knots, so we'll find just about two.
Yeah. Two.
I'm going to split this one in half and that one in 3.
Are you now?
Oh. Oh dear. Sure. Oh.
The short handle's kind of nice.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. You know, it's funny, Dad. I started using a chopping block a bit more now. I never used to because, well, I did because I was in a production mindset, right, with all my firewood I'd sold.
Yeah.
So you didn't have time to bend around, play around. But now that I'm more enjoying it,
You do it this way.
I do it this way a little bit more now. And not only that, Pops, I've got better, sharper axes.
Oh yeah, you do.
So I try to
You know
keep.
a guy that makes them, don't you?
I do, yeah. I do know a fella.
Your favorite one?
Well, no, it's not my favorite, but it's one that I broke the handle on, friends. Do you guys remember this one? Remember I fixed it on film? I doweled it, remember, friends? There's 5 dowels in this.
You showed me that.
I split this handle up here. This is a handmade handle from a board. And I'll tell you something. It's a Tassie, and it works, boy. It's sharp. Now there's a couple of big rounds here.
Those big ones there, yeah, I left those for you.
Oh, did you? Did you now?
Yeah, because I know you like doing those big ones.
Look at that, eh?
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. These Tassies, they really do work nicely. Isn't that lovely?
Way to work at 6:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Up and made his lunch. Yeah.
Good. Oh.
You might find it a little bit warm with those jeans on
Yeah.
later on.
Well, but you got some water out in front of your house there.
I do, yeah. Yeah, it's fairly cool if the guy wants to cool down in a hurry.
I'm really surprised at this axe, you know. It's lovely. And it doesn't have a really, it's sharp. You learn so much, you know, using all kinds of different axes. You learn so much.
That's my favorite kind of wood right there, that center kind of wood.
Yeah, the heartwood, eh?
And hardwood.
Yeah, it's good.
That guy that brought the wood down the other day,
Yeah.
he says he's looking at those stumps at night. Oh, I see Billy Ray's been here. And I can tell by his stumps.
Who said that?
That guy that delivered the wood.
Oh, he must watch the channel.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, he does. Actually, he mentioned that. He watches you on YouTube.
That's funny.
He said, I said,
He recognizes my work.
yeah. He said, I reckon, that's his stumps.
Ah!
Because he does a bit of that. He's a bit of an, like he does tree work too, I guess.
Well, that's funny because he would know.
Yeah. Yeah, he knew right away by looking at your stumps.
Yeah. I am impressed with this little axe. I knew it was good. See, you see that knot right there, friends? You can see it there.
Ah.
Look at that freaking heartwood, Dad.
Yeah.
Size.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how this one gets stuck a bit, friends? Just a little bit, because it's sharp, eh? Yeah, see, that'll... Yeah. Looks like you had a poke at these.
Those big ones?
Yeah, one or two.
No, I saved them for you.
Oh,
I
wow.
was gonna have a poke at it, but I knew you'd get mad at me.
Good thinking. This is, I'm really impressed with this axe. It's sharp, eh? Yeah, it just slivers right through it. Man. Gosh, I like that. I noticed it right when I finished the build. I thought, gosh, that's nice. I'm impressed. Gosh. Who's got the machine?
The guy that bought next place. This guy right here. Not Scotty, but the guy next door there.
Gotcha.
With all the put that big new fence up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's got a whole bunch of machines. So.
Does he? On the property?
He rents them out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the guy with that business that he rents out heavy duty equipment.
Yeah.
And he teaches.
So friends, in my heart for axes, I'm a double bit man. For my style of splitting, I would take double bits over singles any day. Any day. I like axes, that's why I use singles. I like axes, right? And I'm always learning about axes. Young fellas out there, wanna come through here, Dad?
Nope, I got her here. I'm okay.
You know, like anybody out there, but especially young fellas. Sometimes it's hard to teach old dogs new tricks. They've been doing something their whole lives a certain way and it works fine and they just go along. Kind of like that guy over there. But young people, male, female, it don't matter. Splitting wood is not only good for the body, it's good for the mind and the spirit. It's a three-piecer, friends. It is. It's primitive. It gets the whole body going. If you don't have a core on you, you're not splitting wood. It's about the core and everything. It's a full body, but your heart gets going without shocking your body. What I mean by shocking is like after I got smashed up by that tree and almost checked out, I wasn't able to I've never played sports again. I was heavy into skiing, soccer, that stuff was gone because I could not shock load my body anymore. My back. Do you know what I mean by that? Like this is what I mean by shock. That. I feel it right when I did that, I felt it back there. So that was gone for me. So swinging my upper body for me is the only way now. Besides, I guess I could walk fast, which I may end up doing. But I prefer this to get my heart rate up, friends. But again, here's my point. Listen to this one. 50s. We're in our 50s now. So guys, we gotta do something or we're gonna get tubby. We're just going to get tubby. It's nature. I don't like it particularly. I don't. And especially with my back and my bones and busted legs and stuff, it's not good for my joints. So I'm at the heaviest I'd ever been this past year. I'm slowly creeping down, and I'm going to continue to, because I got some business to take care of. I got the world to inspire, right? To get outside and do what they want to do with their lives, and if they're unhappy in their job, maybe take a look at why they're unhappy first, and then make sure it's not something else other than your job, because it could be something else in your life why you're not happy. It could be. Find out what it is first before you make the decision. Make sure you're clear, focused, and in tune with whatever you want to call is bigger than you. I'm in tune with the flow of the universe, and it chose me on this one, friends. It did. I got cleaned up years ago, and I literally was like, I just went down and bought a power saw. It's like the big fella said, get out to the bush, you're done sales and working inside and this and that, and your spirit needs to get dirty. So it was almost chosen for me, if that makes any sense. So I talk about the axe handle of life, right? You know what I mean? You're born and then you start going along, and I'm halfway down the line, friends. There ain't much I can do about this except look back and learn and use it as a tool. That's the only thing it is for me now, is a tool. My past, that's it. That's it. It's a tool. But going this way, I get to do whatever I want now. Whatever I want. And if I'm unhappy now, in either my job or my life or relationship or finance, it's just everything to do with life, then there's no one to blame but me. And I'm in charge. I'm the captain. So that's all I'm going to say on this. I'm not going to keep harping on it, but I will continue on other videos, trust me. And this guy over here, me and him, we've traveled a journey road too. Like, he wasn't around when I was a kid, and he is now. What am I going to continue to, we healed up. We're still healing. So this is a message to anybody who's maybe mad at their dads or feeling that you got something from the past. What helped me with him was what I said to you earlier, was seeking to understand. I had to figure out where he came from, because I didn't know what his capacities were to love or to speak or anything. I didn't know. All I knew is that I'd felt hurt and abandoned, right? So it saved me, because I was angry at the bastard. But we squared it away, didn't we, Pop?
We did.
We squared it away. But it's a choice. It's a choice, and I don't even care about talking about it in front of him. I don't care about it, because he knows, and he's got his capacities, and I've got mine. That's it. So this is a message to anybody out there mad at their dads or their mums or anybody. Seek to understand. I didn't know that he lost his. I didn't know his relationship with his dad, so I didn't know what his capacities were to, you know what I'm saying, friends? Does that make any sense? Seek to understand, because the resentment goes away slowly. It didn't disappear overnight, friends. It didn't. I'll be honest. I would get okay with it for a while, and I'd say, that's that, whatever. That's the way it was. No, I was hurt. It's just straight up. I was. So, lots of healing going on, friends. This is the year. This is going to be we're going to finish strong this year. What is it, July? Yeah, it's July. So it's your choice, friends. It's your choice. I know these are crazy videos and sometimes, but I guarantee I'm looking at somebody right now that's nodding their head going, dang, he's right. I know yous are. And that's who I'm talking to. That's who I'm talking to. If the rest of you think I'm nuts, it's too late. I already know that. I love yous all, friends. Okay? Take charge. We'll catch you on the next one. Grab one of these freaking pieces of steel on the end of a wood shaft. Get your kids out to the bush and get over to the Tasman Kenny Fuller's channel. He's a ball of energy. Charlie, you're doing good on the split. And I saw you watch that video. I showed you some stuff and I saw you took it into effect. Putting the chopping block back, and I'm proud of you. Charlie, really proud of you. Friends, go over to Kenny Tasman Fuller's channel and watch them two hang out. Father and daughter. Swinging the axe. It's a blast. That's enough out of me. Over and out. Love yous. Be kind.